Okay, so my last video, I said I was done starting over. And I really started thinking about that because I'm like, okay, what does that actually really mean? What does that mean? Because I've said that before. I've made the plans, I've got really excited, really motivated. I did all the, okay, this time it's gonna be different. I had all those moments. This time I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. I'm gonna lean into my real estate business. I'm gonna start working out, get my life together. I'm gonna be consistent, I'm gonna be focused, all these things, right? And then life happens, right? Like, I think we all do it. We have all these plans and life happens. And it really kind of turns into like this cycle of like you're motivated, you make these plans, and you feel like overnight you're just going to be consistent, you're going to be this new person, all these things. And then something happens to throw you off. You miss a day, and instead of picking up, we quit, we fail, we throw the whole plan away. I know this is something that I do a lot, and I have been getting better with this cycle and getting out of this cycle. So I also started thinking like, okay, if I want to show up differently, what does that actually mean? Like, you want to stop starting and stopping, and you need to show up differently. You don't need a fresh start. You just need to keep going. Like, instead of quitting when life throws you off, or you miss a day or you fall off in your mind, you need to stop stopping and take that day and then pick up the next day. So that's a way to end the cycle. So I want to talk about some of the things that I'm going to start doing differently this time around so that I can make sure that I show up differently and I keep showing up. So one of the things for me that's been pretty consistent, that I find myself consistently doing, is I tend to look at the bigger picture instead of focusing on the little task that I need to take, the little steps that I need to take to get to the bigger goal. So I'm focusing on, I need to sell the house, or I need to have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, or I need to do this really big goal that seems really big. And you're at the bottom of the mountain looking up and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I don't even know where to start. So what I'm going to do differently is start focusing on the small tasks, the little things that I need to do. Focus on doing those consistently. And then eventually you're going to get to the bigger picture. So I'm going to start using my calendar. I know I'm probably late to the whole calendar thing. I buy so many calendars and I don't consistently use them, but I know that I need to like see what it is that I need to do and track it. So I'm going to start using my calendar and time blocking, scheduling my real estate work, scheduling YouTube, like YouTube planning, shoot days, editing, time for, myself, time with my husband, my kids, practices. Just start scheduling. Every Sunday, I want to take some time to think about that next week and start scheduling out all the important things I need for that week. I just want something that, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be sustainable. I know things change, things come up, but I need to be able to have an idea, a general idea of what that week is going to look like. So consistently looking at the small tasks and hitting those small tasks, that's going to be something that I do differently, like celebrating those small wins. The second thing that I'm going to do differently is allowing myself to be in the learning process. So I've been in and around real estate for 4 years now, and there's a part of me that does feel like, oh, I should know this. I should know more, and I should be further along. So I have to retrain my mind and tell myself like, it's okay to start where you're at and lean into the learning process. Like, you're still learning. You're not expected to know all the things. There's contracts, forms, new rules, new laws. I mean, it's constantly updating and changing. So I just want to allow myself the permission to freely lean into the learning process. Almost like telling myself it's okay to feel like you're new or you're a beginner, like you're learning these things. You're not expected to know everything. So my brokerage, they offer 2 classes a week about, there's training, and then there's also just like getting updates on the market, on the new laws, on the new forms. And I want to make sure that I am tuned into those classes. I've been doing good with making the classes, but I want to have my camera on so I'm present, I'm engaged. We had a class today and I made it. Shout out to me. I had my camera on and I was locked in. So I want to just allow myself that time to learn and grow as much as I can. No matter how long I've been in around real estate. Another big thing for me is that I want to do differently is stop waiting until I feel ready to do the thing. I've spent a lot of time waiting until I feel ready to do something, and then you just never do it. So much time can just pass by because you're waiting for things to, for yourself to feel confident or feel more knowledgeable, or you're just waiting for things to be perfect before you make a move. So that's something that I want to do different this time around. I no longer just want to think about the things that I want to do. I want to take action on the things that I say I want to do. My husband talks about fail fast, and, just being fearless and putting in trying the things that you're trying to do. For me with real estate, maybe I don't feel confident sometimes to have that conversation or to pick up that phone and call somebody and ask, or talk real estate. Like, I realize that you don't get the confidence first. You don't get the confidence first. You have to do the thing in order to get the confidence. And so we're waiting to feel confident and feel like, okay, you're waiting for this feeling that's not really going to come unless you start doing the thing. So that is one thing I am going to do differently, is stopping waiting. Because waiting for what? You're never going to feel 100% ready for anything. You feel more confident the more you do things. And the final thing that I want to start doing differently is documenting the process instead of waiting for the big result. And that's probably the reason I am doing this YouTube channel, because I want to document for myself the building phase. Like, even though it is very vulnerable to put yourself out there and to share, what you're growing through, what you're learning through, share your wins, your losses. But I really do appreciate seeing people's processes, like, and allowing people to see the process before the big success. It's so easy to just show the big wins. Like, hey, look at me. I've sold all these houses. I've done all these things. But I have an appreciation for the in-between, the building phase. So that is why I restarted my channel, because I do like to share a process and I like to look back and see how far I've come with things. And I think too, it's really encouraging to other people who may want to do the same thing or may feel like they want to start something, but they're fearful to do it. And you feel comfort in other people doing similar things or trying to do similar things as you. So I wanted to start my channel and start documenting like my process, me, figuring things out, even if it is messy, even if it is uncomfortable, because I know there's like so much growth that can come from that. So yeah, those are some of the things that I'm committing to doing differently this time around. I'm not saying I'm going to become this perfect, super consistent person, but I want to become the person that shows up, the person that, despite of things getting in the way, I don't stop and abandon the things that I say are important to me. So if that's you and you are on the same type of journey, let me know in the comments some of the different things that you're committing yourself to this time around. And, we'll hold each other accountable. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.